Barry Sanders, I mean, dang. It's one of my favorite running backs all time. That's some good company. But, the process of, when I was out, I just kind of try to keep my spirits up best I can, be there for the team best I can. I mean, I love the game of football. I love being around it. So, I mean, uh, it was kind of easy, especially with the people we got on this team, when I was down, to just keep my spirits high. Uh, and the training staff that we had, I mean, and I couldn't thank them guys enough. They stuck with me every day, and when days I felt like I ain't have it, they was there for me. So big shout out to, Zach and Taylor and everybody in that room. But, uh, coming off that injury into this season, I had a lot of things that I wanted to achieve, but overall, I'm glad this team, that we are where we are today. I'm glad that we got through all that adversity. Even after losing them games, we came back and we never lost sight of what we was here for. And, I like to play for my teammates. I really don't play for myself, but I'm here for my seniors, the running back room, the limit. That's why I play.
We'll go next to Ethan Joyce, Winston-Salem Journal.
I got one for both of you guys, but Cam, I guess just going off that, in a performance like this, how much are you thinking about like a Jalen Moore who's kind of dealt with his injuries, a Darrington Evans, and I mean even like Marcus right there, a guy I'm sure you've kind of leaned on as you've been coming back. Like, how are you thinking about those guys as you're going along?
I wouldn't be here without them boys. I speak to them every day. Like, I talk to them boys every single day. Like, I wouldn't be here without Booby. I would not be here without Darrington and Marcus. When I was a freshman coming in, like, I was looking at them like, I'm trying to be like these guys. I want to achieve what they've achieved. Seeing Marcus, after the year he's had, he's tough. Like he one of the toughest dudes I know. And, having somebody like that by my side, him, Chop, all them boys, it's just, it keeps you hungry. It keeps you ready to go. And whenever one go down, the next one step up. And I think, having to play alongside these dudes, it just makes me a better player. The chemistry in that room is unmatched. They're my brothers. I'll do anything for them just like they'll do anything for me. So.
Marcus, I don't know where you stand on the extra eligibility, but I guess first off, what's the approach to this maybe potentially being your last game? And I guess just trying to figure out whether you want this to be your last season or not, considering how hectic it's been.
Yeah, my senior class kind of talked about it, and I think it's a thing that we're all just going to get together and talk about it and see, like, what's the benefits or what everyone wants to do about it, So I think we all just going to get together and talk about it, make our decision soon about who's coming back.
Well, I guess what's it just been like trying to process this year as it potentially being your last year when it's been so hectic and probably frustrating at times?
Yeah, it's playing at App State and having the fan base that we had, very different. So a question that always comes to mind is, do you want this to be your last year, without the fans, or do you want to just come back and do it right, So I think that's kind of lingering in all of our minds. And, I guess it just takes some time to figure out what we're going to do next.
We'll go next to Danny Kelly.
Hey, so my question's like a two-parter. So just what does it mean to both of y'all to play in the first bowl game ever in the state of South Carolina? And then also, have y'all been enjoying your time in Myrtle Beach?
I go for it. Yeah, it was fun. Most of the guys on the team have been to Myrtle Beach, and we know what kind of fun we can have down here. But to be the first ones, I think it was very special. And we just kind of talking about it earlier. We wish, it wasn't really COVID, because we feel like a whole lot of more people would have came throughout the week. So, yeah.
All right, we'll go to Brett Vito in North Texas.
Cameron, what did you guys see against North Texas that you were able to run the ball so effectively? Was that part of the game plan, and what did you see against them tonight?
We went into the game plan, we were going to run the ball. that's a big part of our offense. And watching film on Texas, they we knew that we would have a good chance running the ball on the ground. And I think our O-line just did a real good job getting the push and getting to the second level, getting to the backers, leaving the one-on-one situations for us. So, I mean, I give kudos to Coach Caldwell and the Bulls on that because, they prepared very well for this game. We also saw that we could take advantage with tempo and getting lined up quicker after big plays. So I think that that was a good thing going into the game, and it was a very big part in our game plan early in the week.
All right, we'll go to 2 to 3 more real quick, and then let these guys get out of here. Pete Acabelli, Associated Press.
Yeah, Cam, have you ever had a game with 319 yards, and did you realize what you were doing while you were doing it?
I don't think I have ever had a game with 319 yards. This is probably one of the most memorable football games I've ever played, and I didn't realize what I was doing until the fourth quarter when somebody comes up to me and they was like, you're 3 yards away from 300 yards and you're 14 yards away from a school record and you're this many yards away from a tying a bowl record. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I look at Coach Clark and Coach Clark is like, yeah, you're not coming out the game. Like, you got business to handle. So, that last drive I was in, I was, I was like, I got to go get it. I want to. That's a big goal. Like that's a really big achievement. I know how much it would mean to this school and this program to, have our names up there with the greats like Barry Sanders. Like, wow, that's crazy.
And Cam, did you think you were going to get in on that other long run where you got knocked out of bounds just shy of the goal line?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think Marcus was in before that. So I really didn't think I was about to get in there. So I would say nah. But then I got in. I was like, okay, let's run that play Marcus ran. That looked good. So
Found a play that worked.
yeah, we found something that worked and we just stuck with it. So, when they put me in, I seen it and I was like, the end zone's there.
I guess last one will come from me. Marcus, you can start off. Just can you describe what the offensive line did up front to help you guys?
They were very well in getting to the second level and just giving out one-on-ones with the safeties. Anytime, and the running back one, anytime we got a one-on-one, we expected to win it. So that's exactly what we did.
Cam, if you want to take that, and then we'll let you guys go.
Yeah, what? Feeding off him? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, anytime you get – our coach Haynes,
Thank you.
he always talks about getting to the second level and one-on-ones with the safeties. We expect to win those every single time. Any running back in the country will tell you get past the second line of defense, and it's you and them safeties and them corners. Like you want to win them battles. There should be wins every time. And the O-line did a great job, and tight ends as well, making sure that we had those opportunities.
All right, put another question.
I thought we played well. We always, it's always a good day when you get a win. But I feel like they got too many yards on us. But we got a lot of guys returning back, so we got a lot to work on. And this year has been a good time for, like, at the end of the year, like, we all get together and we evaluate, like, what we could have done better and stuff like that. But we don't have to talk about this game because they done some stuff we didn't see before, but I feel like we fit it pretty well, so that's always good.
All right, we'll start with Brett Vito from Denton, Texas. I think you're muted, Brett.
My bad. How are you guys able to slow down a team that had been averaging 35 points a game? It seemed like they were able to shut them down tonight.
Really just the preparation on everything, how we prepared for the game. But, they done some similar things we've seen in the past of what hurt us in the past. I feel like every team's like an image of another. So they try to do things that caused problems in the past, but we was able to really just shut it down. Feel like we really out physical. Them.
All right, we'll go to Ethan Joyce, Winston-Salem Journal.
Hey, DeMarco. Now that this year's over, can you kind of put into terms for people outside the program just maybe how hard this year was or how long this has felt just to try to get through it and achieve what you have?
So being an athlete, student athlete, I think we faced a lot of. It's been like a up and down year. A lot of you had to have mental toughness to really finish this year. With guys being out, with guys having to go from a defense to going to playing offense, with really just not like having that 2 weeks off back after Campbell. I mean, it's been like a crazy year for us, and whole team had to quarantine. So, I mean, we had some really mental like tough dudes after we App State after taking a loss we were able to bounce back, and I'm proud of the boys for doing that, putting it behind and finishing strong.
What kept you going this year outside of just, wanting to keep competing and want to keep winning? What did you kind of keep in your mind to keep things straight and narrow for you?
I mean, I know what I'm playing for. I mean, I got dudes I've been around for all 3 years. I've seen them put it all on the line. And when I step out there on the field, I know I'm playing for them. But also, I got family back home trying to help out too. So it's two big things I'm playing. Those two big things I'm really playing for.
Last one for me. I know it'll start coming out, the seniors that are coming back and the guys that are going on. But how'd you try to enjoy this last game and these last moments with them on the field?
I mean, really just, when we got pulled out in that fourth quarter, just really just soaking it in. I mean, just noticing this is kind of got a little emotional, man, just knowing when we have our meetings, this is the last time this group, this coaching staff, you never know who will change, how coaching goes and players, transfers and that type of things. But it's just special, this is the last time this group will ever be together right now. So, I mean, just taking that in and then just being there with the seniors, just putting it all on the line, guys like Sue, guys like Sherm, guys like Noah Hannon, they really just put everything, they just made a way. And it was just a lot of respect and just respect for them guys for that.
All right, we got 3 more, and then we'll let DeMarco get out of here. Mike Solarte, Spectrum News.
Thanks, Brett. DeMarco, just real quick, what's the feeling on the sidelines or on the field when you're seeing Cam just go off like he did today? I mean, that's 5 touchdowns, 317 on the ground.
I mean, I can't, he might not know it, but it's like a proud feeling. I mean, especially going through an ACL. So seeing him have that bounce back, seeing him eat and stuff like that, it makes me happy. I mean, he's putting the team in a good position. He put himself in a good position. I mean, I'm just super proud of the guy. I mean, people don't understand the amount of work it takes, a mental and physical for that. And I mean, I'm just super proud of the guy. It's my brother, man. I do anything for him. Had a hell of a year, man.
And the lift that he gives, I mean, in a game like this, last game for this group to be together, and he just goes out and dominates.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of respect for him. I mean, not just for what he does on the field, even through this year of 2020, how tough it was. I mean, he was always a guy that when I walked in the locker room had a smile on his face. He ain't a guy to complain, just a good spirit, a good guy to be around. That's gonna raise your mood.